they're gonna put something out there and say that this is the gameplay or whatever. People are gonna be receptive to it, and you're gonna have people that are gonna be on one side of the fence and on the other. This is how it always works. Also, it says the word simulation, so that makes me like, that makes
Yeah.
me cringe a little bit.
I can't say anything, but I did see something about that where I may or may have not seen some visuals or some potential gameplay, and I was not impressed.
Auto battler.
Oh hell no, that ain't action RPG. That's fucking Snorlax, fucking Triple Z going to fucking sleep RPG, bro. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Hey, listen here, my brother. Listen
no.
here.
Yo, welcome back to the Catalyst Effect podcast. This is episode 18. I'm your host, Klaus, and with me, as always, is my boy Missy and Crypto Hado. Boys, this episode is actually sponsored by Synergyland. We'll tell you guys a little bit more about them in a little bit. But first of all, how are you guys, man? How was your week? Missy, I'm gonna jump to you, bro. Valentine's Day just passed. Anything fun that you did for Valentine's Day?
You're muted.
Oh, Missy's muted.
Oh, there we go. I hit the unmute button, and apparently I didn't hit it hard enough.
Right.
Yeah, I had a good time on Valentine's Day, man. Kicked it with the wifey. Took the day off from work. Got pretty high. Watched a lot of movies. So it was a good time.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. That's awesome, man. What about you, Hado?
What did I do Valentine? I don't even remember. I think I was just gaming all day.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
playing a fuck ton of Valorant and Lumia like every day. Like that's my rotation to game right now. But I don't know why I've been drinking a lot of wine. And then Friday I took the day off from wine, and then today or this past Saturday, right, I got more alcohol. So I'm turning into an alcoholic. I think I don't know what's going on, but it's been fun.
Hey, man, that's what's up. As long as you're doing responsibly, in
Yeah, I'm not-
moderation.
Yeah,
Moderation,
drink
it doesn't hurt.
responsibly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not driving nowhere fucked up. I'm not doing this shit.
Well, guys, I've been the most healthy I've ever been in my life this past week. I think I think I sound great, bro. What are you laughing at? I think I sound great. Obviously I'm not sick. This is just my natural voice, and we're having a great time. But man, we have a bunch of juicy topics for today. I'm super hyped to get back into it. I already see Jackie in the chat. What is up, Jackie? Always a pleasure to have you here with us. But guys, let's get into these topics, man. Let's not waste any time. Um, the first topic I wanted to get into is basically another Web3 game that's trying to get into the traditional gaming world, right? Like attract the traditional gaming crowd. And that is Off the Grid making the jump into Xbox. What are you guys thinking about that, man? Is this a good move for Web3 overall, right? Is this going to help with user acquisition? I mean, there's going to be so much to talk about in this topic right here. But Missy, what are your thoughts on Off the Grid jumping into Xbox?
I don't know, man. After what we saw with Shrapnel, we realized Shrapnel was a little earlier than we thought as far as the gameplay and everything and the state of the game. I understand it's an alpha. Like, I understand all the clarity that they made after it. It's just, it makes me scared for a game like Off the Grid because I think they've had like a similar development cycle. I don't really know like if it's going to be too early. That's what scares the shit out of me with the whole thing. I think it's cool that they're on console. I prefer playing FPS games on console, but the idea of them going on console and potentially being in a similar state to Shrapnel scares the fuck out of me, if I'm being honest.
Well, I just to interject real quick, I think that this game is a little more optimized than Shrapnel. Like, what I saw from the gameplay I've seen, it looks like well put together and stuff. I think didn't Doc give like a stamp of approval as well? So I think they're a bit further in their development. But the move makes sense to me because we've already discussed this. Like, Microsoft wanted to bring out a Web3 wallet. Their plans got leaked for 2030 or for like the next 5 years, right? Their plans got leaked out. And so they also, I don't know if they're funding or partnered. I don't know what the deal is, but they're working with Aptos in some way. So they do have like Web3 tech coming out for their Edge browser, and that's going to also like probably link up with their console, right? And we were talking about this many episodes ago. Where it's like there's no console that comes out for Web3 yet. Like we have like Zilliqa that has something coming out. Solana has like a phone, but there is no like Web3 gaming console, like so to speak. So it does make sense for me that a lot of these games are going to start pivoting. Like, hey, the Xbox is receptive to the Web3 crowd to some degree. Let's try and throw our game on there.
I mean, yeah, the way I look at it is like it's like getting into any other launcher, right? It's like getting into Epic or Steam, right? In this case, they're going for the Microsoft Store, right? Like getting into the Game Pass, getting into all those services that the Microsoft store offers, right? But I guess my next question to you guys is: are
Wait,
players
before
going
the
to?
next question,
What's
let
up?
me
What's
get
up?
some retweets. Let me get some
Yeah, let's
retweets
get it,
on
baby.
this. We're
Guys,
gonna
do
be
it for
giving
me. I'm
away.
sick right now.
We're gonna
Go
be
ahead and do
we're
some
gonna be giving
retweets.
away a bunch of Synergy Land starter packs today. So I need to see some comments in the chat, some retweets. Let's go. Let's send this shit. You know,
Yeah, and
Yo,
Kobe
I
said that you sound like Michael Jackson, by the way.
oh god,
Ooh, Clouds?
I don't know. I
Yeah.
I mean,
Which Michael
Michael's a
Jackson this
legend.
motherfucker listening to?
Yo,
I don't know.
I don't know, but okay, maybe I don't know. Um, I'll take that as a compliment. Yeah, man, and you guys want to get those starter packs? They're gonna be really, really cool to have, especially with the upcoming land mint that's coming up. And we'll tell you guys more about that in a little bit. But back to the off the grid with Xbox, I wanted to ask you guys: do you guys think players are going to be able to utilize the blockchain technology or the blockchain side of it being on Xbox, or is that going to be like a version of the game that's not going to have any blockchain Web3 components to it? You know?
I think that they're going to have to. I don't know if like the infrastructure is prepared for Microsoft to do that. So I think they're just going to do kind of the outside browser method where the game is just on the game. Things may happen on chain, but it's not going to be like on chain in the game because I don't think we're there. I don't think a blockchain is there to accept transactions in real time without some kind of like lag or something that's going to make the game slow down and like, okay, I can't log in because Solana's down or something. All right, it's not Solana. I think it's Avex, right? But still, I just don't think the infrastructure is built yet. So I think this is like the Web 2.5 type of thing where they release the game, it's playable, but the Web 3 stuff is going to be on the website. What do you think, Mizzy?
Yeah, man, I would agree. I think that, and this is why I'm not excited about it because it's like, all right, cool. Like you're kind of pussying out, in my opinion. But if they do it that way, obviously we have no fucking clue what they're gonna do. But I know Microsoft and Xbox is most likely not ready to support that anyway. So it's like kind of a non-issue at that point. The average user is gonna play it. They're probably not even gonna know that there could be a Web3 component unless they do something in the game that it's like if you want to claim this, you have to go to the website. But even then, it makes the experience kind of choppy. So I'm really
Yeah.
interested in seeing how they handle it because I think it'll be something that a lot of people end up looking at as a reference.
Yeah, because to me,
Yeah.
it's like you have like the servers whenever you play Call of Duty, for instance, and all the servers are contained within Activision. But then you have like the Xbox server versus the Sony server, right? They have like their own respective servers. It's kind of like that where I think they're gonna try to bring these games to those markets, but they're gonna have to run everything because like you said, Xbox doesn't have the infrastructure. They're gonna have to build it out for them, so that way people are gonna like be able to pick it up and play it in some form of Web
Exactly.
three fashion.
I would love to hear the chat's thoughts. Like, what do you guys think about Off the Grid being on console? The first Web3 game, to my knowledge, to be in a console. Do you guys care? Do you think it's bullish? Do you think it's bearish? Love to hear.
I think it's a little
Yeah.
ironic that the game is called Off the Grid, but it's on chain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro,
But,
honestly, I can't unhear the Kanye song every time I see the fucking title. I'll be off the grid. Like, the fact that they haven't done an ad with that shit is a huge lost opportunity, in my opinion. But yeah, go ahead.
Hey,
Zach.
Kanye is gonna cost us some money, bro.
Yeah, for real though. No, I think one of the only positive things that I see about this is the fact that it's gonna hopefully bring a lot of users to their ecosystem, right? Especially if they are allowed that cross population to happen, right? Where people that are in the Web3 side can play with the people on Xbox. That would be huge because then you never have to worry about the lobbies being empty and stuff like that, you know? So that's a good positive thing about them going on Xbox is that most likely with the type of graphics that they went for and the way the game looks is most likely going to attract a lot of traditional gamers, especially if they put it in the Game Pass or make it easier
Yeah.
for players to access it, you know, within the Xbox Microsoft Store.
Yep.
So only time will tell, man. We'll see what happens from this point, but obviously we're
Wait,
going
wait,
to be
wait. So
more.
what? So for the noobs, what is off the grid, right? Like, what kind of game is it even? Um, so that everybody in the chat knows what
I
off the
mean,
grid is,
to
right?
me, Off the Grid was I saw Doc playing it, and they were talking about Twitch streamers and like it was just out there,
It's
bro.
a
Like
battle
Yeah,
royale,
it's
bro.
a free
It's a
to
battle
play
royale.
battle royale, right?
Yeah.
So it's
yeah, but this shit has like cut scenes and stuff where it's like
yeah,
we
yeah.
gotta
I saw
go
the
get this
animations.
guy.
They got like an NPC that sits in his chair and talks shit, and they had like a picture of Doc in the background. There was like a big conspiracy theory about that, and I think we talked about that in one of our earliest episodes, right? The NPC guy is like he's a streamer, right? That's the thing. He's like pretty funny. He's like quirky, but it was also a little cringe. So yeah, man, I'm really looking forward to seeing how the game like. Is there going to be a campaign mode? Does anyone know?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything about a campaign mode. I think this game is really focused on multiplayer mode and just that open world mentality, you know, that BR is known for. Um, I mean, listen, nothing is off the table, right? They could definitely explore a single player campaign mode and make something cool with the storyline and the lore. But I think right now their main focus is just the BR.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. I think it'd be cool to try a campaign mode, but I don't see it happening. Yo, and while we have some more friends here, remember, guys, we're giving away some Synergy Land starter packs today. This podcast episode is sponsored by Synergy Land. So let me see some retweets. Let me see some comments in the chat. And yeah, I'm personally excited for Off the Grid. You know, I think we've been waiting for like a really good battle royale in Web3 gaming. So I will go and out and buy an Xbox just to experience it on the console because I had sold my Xbox a year ago. But yeah, PC Master Race. You already know what time it is, but yeah.
Dude, the only way I'm gonna play it on Xbox if it comes to Games Pass, and I'll play it on PC. That's the only way. I'm not buying an Xbox.
Listen, I still have my Xbox, so
What a
I'll play it if it
casual.
comes out on Xbox for sure. But talking about Xbox, right? I guess maybe it's not such a good thing that they went on Xbox because there was a lot of rumors going around of Xbox having plans to stop productions of consoles. What do you guys think if that were to happen? How would that what type of effect would that have in the industry, right? Because up until this point, I would say the biggest competitors as far as like brands for consoles have been Sony and Microsoft, right? With Xbox and PlayStation. That's gonna have been like the big competitor battle when it comes to sales and like production, right? So if Xbox were to stop production and just remove themselves from the picture, do you guys think it will turn into a big monopoly from Sony side or like other competitors will come on the scene?
I mean, honestly, I think that if Xbox was to stop being a console based product and it was just solely software, I would see it hop on PlayStation and Nintendo. Honestly, if Nintendo was, I think Nintendo is gonna like stay in their own contained world because they have their audience. And I don't think they need to like do anything too innovative because again, like the Switch is like kind of a gimmick, right?
Mhm.
So and it's not as powerful as the other machines. But what they've done is they've done this cloud thing where you could play the game through the cloud, right? So like they put Control on there, which is a very intensive game that was cloud based. They put on I think an Assassin's Creed game and it was cloud based. So like that's been their solution. Um, and I think hardware is becoming less of the important thing. It's at least in Microsoft's eyes, their eyes is like subscribers is the way to go. And then for
Hardware is always
Sony,
important. Am I right, chat? Let's go.
no, it's not
It
because
depends on kind of hardware, man. Claps in the
yeah,
chat, baby.
exactly. Oh my god.
Claps in the chat. Let's
He had
fucking
to take it
go.
there. He had to take
Claps
it
in the
there.
motherfucking chat.
No, because like the Xbox, they call it the Xbox because DirectX was like the influence behind it. That when they were developing it, DirectX was the influence, so they made the Xbox. But nowadays, people can't afford 300 to 500 stuff like a console every 3 to 5 years. It's just too much money. So I just think that the software route is what people are going to go. I mean, even PlayStation has a software route too. They just don't advertise it as
Man,
much.
but people are spending $3,500 on the freaking Apple Vision Pro,
No,
whatever.
some people are doing that. Not everybody is wearing
whatever,
those
man.
things. It's a luxury item. That's like wearing Louis Vuitton or fucking Gucci. Not everybody's wearing that shit. It's gonna get. It's. I'll give you this though, Clouds. If they come out with like some kind of payment plan for that shit, where you like, you know how you get like a phone and you don't have to pay it up front, you can like pay it like monthly.
Yeah, like finance it.
Yeah, if you could finance it, you could see that shit go mainstream, especially if all these Hollywood stars. Like if you see Taylor Swift wearing one of those things, yeah, it's gonna go mainstream for sure.
I honestly think it's a marketing gimmick, man. You know, the way that everyone's so fucking nostalgic. And PS5 has been kicking Xbox ass in sales. It's like 2-1, I think, last time I checked. On monthly global sales. I honestly think they're just trying to see what the actual interests are. If they can, like, maybe they're getting ready to release another console or some shit. Who knows? You know, maybe, I don't know. I think that nostalgia, just in all gaming genres, is becoming really, really relevant. Like when we've seen the movie industry, how all these older titles are starting to have like hit movies. Maybe they're gonna run it back and do something where they kind of like nod to the old days of the 360 back when they were the champions of console gaming, right? I don't see them getting rid of it at all. I think this is to see how can we re-inject our audience with a form of FOMO and then release something new.
Yeah.
Well, if you look at Nintendo, that all their entire existence is nostalgia. They've been running on Mario for like 2 decades now, just re-releasing the same fucking side-scrolling game, making some changes here and there, but they've been re-releasing that shit for decades. So you're right, nostalgia is definitely the key there.
Yeah, I think that makes sense, man. It would be really, really weird if Xbox stopped production on hardware because hardware is like the best like product that they have, you know. So I don't know. We'll see where they go. I don't think they're gonna stop production. I think I agree with you guys for the marketing gimmick things. But let's continue to these topics, man. Nitro coming out on March 12th.
Let's
I know Messi's super excited about that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me get some claps in the chat for Nitros, baby.
Excited. Let me get some claps. Let me get some claps in the chat, man. Let's fucking go.
Hey, let's fucking get it, baby.
Bomba clap.
Bomba clap. Listen, no, Missy, can you tell the audience, for those of them that don't know, what is Nitro exactly? I know it's an MMO that's coming out, but can you get a little bit more into it?
Yeah, you know, Nitros is a MMORPG from the Wemix ecosystem. The same people that made like Mir 4. So I do expect it to probably be adjacent to like a mobile MMO as well. I do fully expect them to have cross compatibility. I like the class setups. You know, I think it looks a little bit more anime. Like the graphics are a little more updated than Mir 4. So I don't know what the idea is. Like, are they trying to compete with their own flagship title? That was like the interesting thing to me. It's like, why would you release another MMO when you already have one in your ecosystem that's fairly popular? You know, it kind of, if you like GSU, it's very similar graphically. I'm actually gonna, while Hado and Clouds talk here, I'm gonna try to see if I can go find a trailer real quick and share it. But it is, you know, it's something that I'm excited for because it looks like it has a fair amount of content, and we've been starving for MMOs with a lot of content in Web3 gaming. I like Mir 4, but I hate the fucking auto like pilot mode that it has. It kind of gets a little corny after a while. So I would like to see this MMO not have that feature. Like, that's my hope and my prayer, but we're gonna have to wait and see. And yeah, as far as the classes go, there's like this one, I think it's like Guardian or some shit like that that I'm looking at. And then I'm always looking at the mage class. That's my favorite class to play. So I've been very excited for this, if you couldn't tell.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, man, listen, I'm excited to see it too. I don't know much about the game. I haven't gotten a chance to do a lot of research on it, but I do hope that they don't implement that auto run thing that they have in Mirror, because it's definitely something that I don't personally enjoy. But I'm excited for Nightcross. I'm excited to check it out. It's another MMO coming into the world of Web3. At this point, I've given up my hopes of being an FPS player, and I've just accepted my fate and becoming an MMO player now. So I'm excited, dude. It's another new game that we can get to play and make content on. So yeah, super hyped for it.
Yeah, to speak my piece on this, awesome trailer for for like to show off the game and stuff like that. March can't come soon enough, honestly, but it looks really cool. Like Mizzy said, like you guys said, you said as well, we're really dying for some consistently, regularly updated content you can constantly dive into and play the game without feeling like you've played the same thing over and over again. That's just really rare and hard to come by in Web3. So if this game can do that for us, especially because, dude, look at the environments of the game. Like, look at
Yeah.
the shadows, the lighting. Better lighting than me right now. God damn it! Like, this is great, man. Like, I I don't want to be overhyped because every time you get overhyped in the gaming industry, you have Cyberpunk 2077 happen. So, I'm going to contain my hype, but and there's other games too that happened recently. We will not mention, but I want to contain the hype, and I'm really excited to see how this game goes, how it launches, and everything because it really is like a gem. And if they can pull it off, the little amount of users we have in Web3 will flood into this game. I'm sure they will.
Yeah, this is looking awesome, bro. This is looking like more like Elden Ring, or like freaking like
True.
Skyrim type of like MMO, which is the type of MMO that I really, bro. Look at that guy, man. That is dope.
That's
Yeah,
definitely Skyrim right there.
yeah. I'm super hyped for this now, man. This is the type of MMO that I really like. So I'm really excited for this. March 12th is right around the corner, so it's definitely gonna be fun.
Is it
Getting
on
all the
Weemix?
Yeah, it's on Remix.
Ah,
Yeah, it's
It's
on
the same.
Weemix. Their ecosystem is gonna be pretty crazy. They have like 4 different tokens that all play a part in the gaming shit on the Web3 side. So I wonder how that's gonna play out because the number one complaint everyone had from year 4 is that the ecosystem got fucked. Fairly 6 months into the gameplay. So I think this also might be why they're releasing another MMO to see. Maybe they took the experience of Mir 4 and they're improving it in Nightcrows. Like, we don't know. But it
It could
looks
be a
good as
way to
hell.
bridge people over.
Yep.
They have a lot of players in Mer 4, so if they can bridge over more than half of that player base to Dark Crow, you know. I mean
Night
Night Crow,
Crows.
sorry, Night Crow. Sorry, bro. I keep saying Dark Crow.
Yo,
Night Crow.
this guy has
Night
called it
Crow.
every type of crow except Night Crows.
no, but really quick, I want to talk about the tokenomics. So I'm
Okay.
looking at the splash page right here, and it says Web 2 in-game economy, and then it says Night Crows. Like it's like one
Uh-huh.
of those like 3 circle things, and then the other one it says Web 3 blockchain economy. So I'm really interested to see their take on an economy because a Web 2 gaming economy, I'm assuming, is like, buying and selling like in game currency, right? And then it's like bridging the gap between that and like their own Web 3 blockchain economy, right? So, like, I don't want to get too hype again, but I'm really excited to see how they take or what their take is on economy because I don't think anybody's really got that down yet, to be honest with you. Like, I think everyone's still experimenting. So,
Yeah. I don't know, man. When I see like, when we're talking about P2E type of stuff, I always like the play and earn component better than the play to earn, right? I just feel like if
yeah.
you allow people to discover the economy side of things naturally and let them be the ones to make the choice to get involved on that side, then all you have to worry about is making that economy system is sustainable. You get me? And as long
Yep.
as you make the economy system sustainable and have a healthy economy within the game, then you can approach that as much as you want.
Yeah,
Hey, Clouds, if you could throw this up real quick and
yeah,
scroll down to where it says the blockchain part, you can look at like the token, NFT, and Omnichain.
I think
Like,
I think
let's get rid
overall
of it.
they're catering to the Asia audience because that's what WeMix is known for, and I know that audience loves play to earn. I was actually trying to see if I could find a thread by Juan, but I couldn't. I don't know if he took it down or what, but he had done a thread where he had kind of talked about their economy a little bit, and I think we traditionally don't talk much about economies on this show, but I think with an MMO, you kind of have to, right? Like, it's a
Yeah.
core part of the game loop, and that's why I am excited for it because I don't like with all these MMOs, all these earlier ones, I don't expect all of them to last forever. But I do think there a lot of their work is going to lead to like the MMOs that do last. Like use cases, learning experiences, all that kind of shit. So
Absolutely. Yeah, if you look at their like scroll down a little bit. Yeah, right there. So like it shows like a crow in the middle, and then all these tokens, and then I guess they're like little bats or something, but they're like flying through all the different like nebuluses and stuff. So like that's like all the way the tokens are like intertwined and stuff. That I've never seen that kind of thought behind it. And then the Omni chain is like dealing with like Binance and Ethereum, Polygon, AVAX. I don't know what that bottom one is. The
yeah,
little
chat.
green one.
What do you guys think? Like, does something like this with this many tokens, is 7 tokens, right? Does that scare the shit out of you? I mean, it kind of scares me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, as excited as I am to play the fucking game, that's a little scary. Like, I don't know how they plan on looping all that together. It'll
Like
be
I wonder
interesting
if
to
this
watch
is
it play out.
I wonder if this is just gonna be like all tokens that you can earn in game, or tokens that are gonna be specific to specific things. Like
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's Scala that has like at least like 4 or 3 different tokens, but not
Yeah.
all of them are tokens that you earn in game. I think the only one you earn in game is the like the main one, the S what I forgot the name of it. I think it's Scala or whatever. Um
Mhm.
and then the other ones are tokens that you have to bridge over in their marketplace and stuff like that. So I wonder what their plan is for this, because it does look a little intimidating, to see all of them like this. But I don't know. We'll
Yeah, and then
see.
the omni-chain aspect, it's like they have their own blockchain, then they're gonna have like ETH, Binance, AVAX. I think what's that
Yeah,
bottom one? Is that Oasis? I'm
I
not
think
sure.
that,
not
yeah, I
sure.
don't know. I'm not
Um,
recognizing that one.
all those different types of integrations across blockchains. Like, I wonder what the strategy behind all this shit is. Maybe there's gonna be different tokens on different blockchains for different players. I have no idea, but I'm here for it. I like the experimentation at the end of the day. I just do think it's going to have a lot of issues when it comes to the economy. Like, and they're going to have to, Sinjin always says you can't iterate an open economy, but they're going to have to try to figure that shit out as it goes. But either way, I'm excited for the fucking gameplay. I love MMOs, so let's see how it plays out.
Same.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm excited, man. March 12th is right around the corner. And something that I'm liking about this year is seems like a lot of games are coming into the ecosystem. A
Yes,
lot of people are
sir.
like just in production. A lot of people are like building. So that's really healthy to see. I love, discovering new games and like just looking at new things to try out. So definitely excited for the rest of the year. All right, man.
Yeah,
Let's keep going
Kobe.
down.
Kobe said, WeMix is known for having low gas fees, and that's exactly why I don't understand why they're going omni chain. Like, is there going to be different experiences for different types of players? Like, I don't really know because the
I think
traditional
they're
WeMix player likes low gas fees.
I think they're trying to like bring in as much liquidity as possible. I think that's what it is. Because the more change you onboard into your game or ecosystem, the more amount of money you can flow through the main chain.
Yeah, like I haven't looked it up. Maybe they have like a layer zero partnership where all the NFTs can be like on every blockchain and all the tokens can be on every blockchain. Who the hell knows? But fuck it, we ball. We're gonna experiment. I'm gonna be there March 12th, ready, and I'm probably gonna play like every class to level 10 or some shit, just so I can officially make up my mind on what I want to play, and then take it from there.
Hell yeah,
Hell
dude.
yeah, man. I'm gonna be right there with you. Hell yeah. All right, guys. Before we move on to the next topic, let's go ahead and say hello to our sponsor, Synergyland. Hado, go ahead and take it away, brother.
Damn, I was not prepared for that. That was a good transition. Give me 1 second. This
Oh, bro,
episode is
Man,
sponsored.
put some L in the chat for my boy
L's
right
in the
now.
chat, and then some
L
claps
in
in the
the
chat for
chat.
the
I cannot
comeback. Let's
believe
go,
that.
baby.
I did such a good job at transitioning from there, man.
And I took it away, but you guys had to roast me. So this episode
Oh,
is sponsored by Sageland. On February 22nd, they are launching their sale of the highly anticipated Islands. These NFTs introduce an innovative station renting system, exclusively allowing island owners to yield SNG tokens. That's the Synergyland token, if you don't know. With stations like Minting Station, Breeding Station, Boss Station, Housing, Guild, and PvP arena. There's endless opportunities for growth and engagement. Their SNG token has already completed its seed, private, and IDO rounds, ensuring a solid foundation. Sorry. Ownership of Island NFT is the exclusive gateway to earning the token without waiting for future airdrops. Whether you use your lands to progress within the game or rent stations to other players, you'll actively be shaping the Synergy Land experience while passively earning SNG token. Join the adventure and secure your spot in this vibrant gaming community.
Hell yeah. Thank you to our sponsor, Synergy Land, man. Appreciate you guys. Definitely go check them out if you haven't. It's a super, super fun game. I actually might make it to my game of the week later on. But not gonna say that now. Um, all right, guys, let's go on to the next topic. Is Persona a flop? What do you guys think? Is Persona gonna be a flop?
We've seen a lot of like threads about it, and I know that like in order to get a whitelist, you had to post or some shit. I posted about it, but it wasn't like a whitelist thing for me. Honestly, I just thought the art was cool. It reminded me of Yu Yu Hakusho, and it reminded me a little of Rurouni Kenshin and like all the those 80s and 90s animes that we love.
Yep.
I think the art is sick. I know that they technically are a game studio called Unagi Studio. Um, I right now I think there's a lot of hype for it. Whenever we've traditionally seen hype, we've seen things kind of hold up. Like we have Overworld to technically look at. I know a lot of people do consider that a flop, but it's up way I think almost like 10x from mid price. So that's technically not a flop as far as like the financial side. I think Overworld has lost a lot of hype. Unagi, their games are like fantasy sports games. So I don't really know how the fuck the PFT ties into that, but I would love to see them pull it off.
Yeah, there they are. Unagi Studios.
I'll be
Yeah.
honest. When you take a name like Persona, which had already been a game for like 5 iterations, I think now maybe 6, you got a lot of shoes to fill, right? Like, I I
Oh, so
mean,
there's no
look,
connection to the traditional game Persona to this?
I don't think so.
No, none
Oh,
whatsoever.
wow.
They
Like,
got
look,
like
the art
fantasy
style is
sports and
cool.
game and shit. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like it's not
Wow.
Persona.
Wow.
The art is cool, but I honestly think that they're asking for a lawsuit, just because the naming convention is so close. They're both being animated, just different styles of animated. It's a very I don't want to say that there's going to be a lawsuit, but you're asking for one using that name, and you have a lot to live up to using the Persona name. With that being said, the art looks cool. The animation that they showed off looks cool, but I think that they should have chosen a different name because, again, the naming convention is too similar to the game that's been out for a while, and I'm pretty sure if it was to get big enough, because they don't even have like 500,000 followers yet. When it gets bigger, it's going to be an issue. But I'm always kind of bearish on PFP projects that start off as PSP and then do something else. Just because I think we've seen that for like the past 3 years now, and it's like how many profile pictures can we rock at the end of the day? You know what I mean? Like at some point you got to change the meta, right? And so they're doing something a little different with animation, but we'll see.
I guess that's my question, right? Like, is their competitor the traditional PFP market, or because they're technically a game studio already, are they like competing with the Overworld PFP market, right? And I think art wise, like Persona is a lot cooler than Overworld. Granted, it's not that original, but neither is Overworld. Overworld basically just looks like, like Valhalla or some shit, or like an Azuki kind of PFP. I know Kobe has been really interested in Persona, so I'd love to hear his take. I know he says it gives him like OG Gundam vibes. Kobe, what do you
Yeah, I
think
can
about
see
the
that.
whole thing? And yeah, I'd love to hear like people's takes in the chat because this is something that's caught a lot of my attention. Not because I'm necessarily interested in minting it; it's just been in my fucking face like every day on the feed, right? So being like a living anime character, it's not like I'm a real person, guys. Like I'm a 2D anime guy. Like I live inside the screen. So anytime some anime shit happens, I'm always curious, like how it's gonna be affect the space or how it's gonna go down. Um, yeah, I think we'll see a lot of hype leading into the mint, and then people will sleep on it for a while because NFT season's kind of dead right now anyway. And then we'll probably see like an uptick in interest once things start to heat up.
Yeah, I can see that too, man. As far as the art is pretty dope, but I agree with Hado a lot too, man. I honestly thought at least it was like a slight connection, with the Persona brand because that is a huge, well-known brand, in the gaming world specifically. So, I'll be curious to see how it goes as they continue to grow, like Hado says, because I also see the potential for a lawsuit there with the IP, especially since they're also like bringing the anime side of things, which Persona the game is very much like anime style, like
Yeah.
animations and stuff like that. So I don't know. We'll see it happen. I'll continue watching it in the space, but I'm not jumping into it or anything like that. I just really like the art. But yeah, I'll be curious to see what happens. But also let us know what you guys think in the chat because this is an interesting one for sure.
Oh, Kobe responded. He said, "Change name. PFP gives true nostalgia feeling. A game coming out, but like 2D JRPG, like OD Dragon Quest. I get
Mm,
that. I feel that. Um, I don't have like a beef with PFPs, but
mm.
I do have a beef with people just hyping shit up without like any sauce coming out. There's no sauce here. Like
There's no
it's cool
sauce.
art. It's cool.
You heard it from Hado
Like
here. There's no sauce.
It's not saucy.
it's no
Thank you,
sauce.
thank you. I'm here all week.
Uh, no, yeah, I agree with that, man. I think if you're getting in now, it's because you're a fan of the art and you just want to be a collector of it and take it for what it is. If you want to be a collector, then you're not worried about things, whether it's going up in value or not. You're just collecting it for what it is. And, hopefully it becomes more valuable. We'll see what happens. Half wheat buns. What the fuck? Kobe. All right, man. Well, speaking of Persona and Overworld,
Yo, JRP, what's good, bro?
oh, yo, JRP in the chat. I didn't even see his name because it's like grayed out.
The Latin
We got
Let's
sensation.
Damien in the
go.
chat.
We
Damien,
got
what do you think
Damien in the
about
chat.
Persona, man? I know you love that art. We work on a lot of art together. And yes, Jackie, we need more passion and we need more energy and we need more footwork. You already fucking know. I can't walk because technically right now I'm a floating head with shoulders. But if I had feet, I would be putting in that fucking footwork. You already know.
Dude, one of these
Uh,
days you gotta put that fucking on screen.
oh yeah, the one with the hands.
Oh hell
Yeah.
yeah! I'm waiting for the right moment to post that meme. I'm so ready.
Mr. Worldwide JRP, what the fuck?
JRP is Mr. Worldwide. All right, let's go down to the next topic. Overworld raises $10 million. Man, that's a lot of money. What do you guys think that all of that is gonna help them do? Do you think it's gonna speed up the process? Is it one of these cases? It's like another rounds of funds. Here we go again, type of thing.
You
Or
mind you
what are
mind
your?
pulling up the article? Because
Yeah, of
I
course.
honestly don't like. Ironically, I saw the deck when they were raising, but I forgot what they were fucking raising for.
It's just another racing round, bro. Just get money at this point. All
I
right,
was
it
just
says.
like gameplay. I
All
don't
right, here
see
I'm gonna
any.
let you.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
give
let you.
a fuck.
I'm gonna let you
That's
read
what
it
I'm
because my
saying.
voice is shocked right now. So go for it.
Alright. So we have here Overworld, the developer partnered with blockchain games publisher Stereo, has successfully funded
Sexy.
10 million in a seed funding round for its upcoming anime-inspired free-to-play action RPG. So it's an ARPG. I mean, I think that's cool. Good for them. They got funding. Traditionally, when games get funding, it means that things are going to be slowed down. So I would be surprised to see them come out with shit at this point. At least anytime soon, right? Like funding, Matt DeFi's, he had taught me this when I first started in the space. He was like, funding is bearish if you're a gamer because it means shit's slowing down. And they're going to like reiterate and go back and tweak things and take longer to release shit. So I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't see any meaningful gameplay from Overworld until either later this year or early next year. I'd love
Like
to eat my words, but
if
I
you're
don't
a
know.
holder, this is awesome for you because your value is gonna go up. If you're just curious as to what the fuck this is and when the fuck it's gonna come out, you can pin that and put it away for a couple of years. And that's how it should be, but it's probably not going to be that way, Busy, because I know this space. And they're going to put something out there and say that this is the gameplay or whatever. People are going to be receptive to it. And you're going to have people that are going to be on one side of the fence and on the other. This is how it always works. And it's like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever. And then people like us, it's pretty cool, but like, what the fuck? That's what it's going to be like for the next year or so until it actually gets fully fledged and comes out. So that's what I think is going to happen. Also, it says the word simulation, so that makes me like that makes me cringe.
I can't say anything, but I did see something about that where I may or may have not seen some visuals or some potential gameplay, and I was not impressed. So if this is the funding for that, you can keep that shit. What fucking action RPG is simulated, bro? What the fuck?
Auto Battler.
Oh, hell no. That ain't action RPG. That's fucking Snorlax, fucking Triple Z going to fucking sleep RPG, bro. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Hey, listen here, my brother. Listen here. It's still gameplay.
That is not fucking gameplay.
Barely gameplay. Barely.
No. If this is what I saw, if this is what I saw and they funded $10 million for that shit, fuck this.
Hey, NFT holders, come get Mizzy. Come get your boy.
I am the ARPG guy within Catalyst, like MMORPGs, ARPGs. That's my shit. There's no fucking universe where a simulated ARPG is hot. Whatever. I'm so pissed right now.
It's garbage.
Yeah, that sounds horrible, honestly. Man, what a week. Well, let's talk about that was basically all the topics we have for this week as far as the gaming topics. But let's talk about a little bit more about internal things going on with Catalyst, man. Missy, we are getting ready for the next issue in the Catalyst OG magazine. Anything we can talk about there, like any updates we can give out to the crowd?
We got a lot to talk about when it comes to that,
Let's go.
We got a sponsor. I can't say who it is yet, but we got a sponsor for this month. They're a pretty interesting project in the space. It is a metaversal project, and they're a metaverse project on Arbitrum. So I'll do your research, people. And because of that, we had them reach out to us, and they were very interested in sponsoring. We decided to do the whole issue on Arbitrum games this month. We really wanted to try a different approach. Maybe if we do like a blockchain centric kind of thing, maybe it'll hit different. Everything with OG Mag is always an experimentation. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And then I'm also competing in a tournament on Arbitrum with AI Arena because they're an Arbitrum game as well. So I feel like I've been Arbitrum scene as a whole has kind of been heating up. So, and Damien, while you're here, bro, we should probably work on a catalyst for Arbitrum games and kind of just like farm that engagement while we're doing all this shit. So build it in public live, people. But yeah, I'm excited for OG Mag this month. It's the first month was a very interesting process. It was very different from the weekly rollouts. This month in particular, has been a lot more calm because we knew exactly what we were doing going into this month, which was the first time that we were like, oh shit, we know what we're doing with OG Mag this month. We're not like grasping at straws and trying to like put shit together. So it's been a very different process. We're already, I'd say, about like 80% done with it. Most of the art is already finished. Most of the writing's already done. So I'm very excited to roll it out in the last week of Feb.
Let's fucking go. Can we get some W's in the chat, man? That was awesome. I'm super hyped for that to come out, guys. You already know. Check it out on the last week of February. That will be coming out to the feed on X, and you'll be able to claim it for the bash system that we have. Hado, and then I believe you're coming back with Ask or Not this week as well, right?
Yeah. So we changed up the format this week or last week because I kind of realized the way I'm doing it is cool, but I want to do a more in-depth review. I wanted to give a more personal, not personal, that's the wrong word. I just want to give a more in-depth review of the games that I'm playing. That way people have a better idea, and it's less entertainment, but I can still be entertaining with it. But I want to be more in-depth with what the game is and is not. And that started with Shrapnel. It paid me with a heavy heart to say what I had to say about it, but I had to be honest and stick to my guns. People were in chat when I was live streaming it this past week, and they were calling me out a little bit, saying that you won't speak out because the herd will leave you behind. And I said, "Fuck the herd. I don't give a fuck." Like, I'm gonna be honest about this shit. Like, I'm not gonna
What the fuck,
sugarcoat
dude?
it because people are right. Like, so in some eyes, the game is not a complete product. It's not. And the thing is, I think when it comes to marketing and parading your game around, people have been parading that game around as the game, like the system seller, right? And then when it comes out in that state where it's like moon physics when you jump and hit detection is just awful and you can't mantle and there's a lot of problems there, right? So like obviously it's not the game right now. It could be in the future, right? Like this is an open development kind of thing. And so that's why I decided, like, when I'm reviewing these games, we're just gonna take a more in-depth look at it and talk about the design, the sound, everything. Kind of give like a visual audit, if you will, of like these games, because Lord knows these games need audits. Because the thing is, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing: when people are being not necessarily paid, but they're like fans of something, they're gonna like be blind to a lot of things, right? So what happened here with Shrapnel, and this is just my opinion. You guys don't have to back me on this, but my opinion is a lot of people paraded around Shrapnel because it was trendy, right? It was trendy, and a lot of people wanted to hop on the hype train, stuff like that. And then eventually, the truth comes out, right? It's not a complete product. A lot of people are upset. Day one doesn't work. A lot of things just went wrong, right? And so we need to have a balance in Web3 where people are all like, just as hype, but just as like, well, this is not working the way I thought it would work. So that's what we want to do with Catalyst, or that's what I want to do with Catalyst, is like provide solutions, right? So even though I said it was ass, because it was, right? It was an ass game right now. Um, I want to give feedback as to how it can be corrected, or just I want you guys to know that it's asked because of this reason, right? Fix it, kind of thing, or maybe you fix it over time, or stuff like that. That's why I decided to change up the review format. So um, I just think we need more balance in Web3 because a lot of people jump into hype wave cycles and they just follow the narrative and follow the herd. And it's like if one person's not following the herd and they're saying that something is wrong with this game, I'm not trying to cause more people to like go that way. I'm just trying to have everyone have the big picture here, because the big picture is game ain't complete, charged too much money up front and too early, and that's a problem. So that's
Yeah,
why I
I
changed it.
mean that's been our ethos since day one, right? We're all about providing solutions, both to the gamers and to the games. That's always been our thing. And with Shrapnel, I agree with you. Like it has a lot of potential, but it's not where it was supposed to be. It's not where we were told it was going to be. And I am personally looking forward to the redemption arc. I do think that the team has a lot left in the tank, and I do think they're taking feedback really well. So, but shout out to you for keeping it a buck, and I really loved that episode because I thought it was. I like the new format. I also liked how you went about it. Right, you're like, it hurts me to say this shit because I fucking love this studio. I love this team. I love this game, but it's ass, and that takes a lot of balls, man. That's not easy.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
and
man.
one thing I'll say real quick, one thing I'll say too is my intention is not to harm; it's to just provide solutions and help. So like I know that feedback can be taken negatively, but I just think that more games need to hear the tough message. Like, hey, just because everyone is going to your Twitter space and hyping your shit up, and I'm not just saying Trapple, I'm just saying like in general, doesn't mean that your product that comes out is going to have that same warm welcome, because there's a lot of, I don't want to use the word fakeness, but there's a lot of parading stuff around because there's opportunity with that. And so it's kind of a give and take thing. So you give out that paradiness, like you're going to have to take in some criticism because, some people are not as honest as they need to be.
Big
Go ahead,
facts.
Gus.
Big facts.
Big facts, bro. Big facts. I respect him, man. I mean, listen. I've always said, you can. It's not the same to like crap on a game or like shit on a game and not provide any of value, right? And come to them with valuable feedback in a respectful way, right? Like that's completely different. So I think the way you did it in Ask or Not, it's the right way to do it. It's like it's not always going to be, rainbows and butterfly, right? Like sometimes you need that valuable feedback and like that straight to your face honesty, right? So that you can fix the issues early and then have a healthy game that's going to actually make it out there and become a mass product, right? Because I was really excited for Shrapnel. I think another issue that they need to tackle is optimizing a little bit so that it can
Mhm.
be a little bit more friendlier to different types of setups that people have. And it's not such a high end setup like requirement, because it was really, really tough to play the game. And also, like, I don't want it to become like another dead drop situation where it started with a lot of hype and then it completely died down because the servers were completely empty. So again, hopefully they take all that feedback that you provided and they take it like as a good positive thing and they're able to get some solutions from it.
When it comes to Shrapnel, the one thing I will say though that they've done well is they have a community. Like they've really focused on community. So
Yeah.
I don't think the community's gonna like disappear just because some people had problems or like some people want to speak out about
Honestly,
them.
I honestly don't
I
think
think
the
they're
core
doing well.
community cares. I think they're all
Yeah.
excited that the game is out and it's in a playable state,
Oh yeah, for
and
sure.
Absolutely.
to see the open development happen. What I will say about Shrapnel is when we first talked about Shrapnel, we said they were taking a very traditional studio, direction where they were quiet, they weren't showing shit, and then they just did a complete 180. Right? They were just like now they're even more open development than Dead Drop is, which is really interesting. Um,
Yeah.
and they're a lot more Web3 centric and a lot of Web3 like more communicative and all that shit. So it's been interesting to see how that whole personality shift happened, right? Like I didn't even know who Tony was when we started Catalyst Effect. Now that guy is like everywhere. And I also think it's cool as fuck that he's like live streaming and shit. Like
Oh
he's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
recording gameplay.
I saw
Yeah.
that. That's just funny
Um,
too.
what other studio do you see doing that? So I think that's cool, and I think they do deserve some credit for that as well. It's been funny watching him like get fucked up by other gamers in the space. I've seen some clips where homie's just getting destroyed, but it's funny as hell. But yeah, while we wrap up the shrapnel segment, guys, I need to see some claps in the chat. I'm gonna show some art previews in a minute, but I'm not gonna do it unless people care. So I need to see some claps in the chat. I need to see some excitement, some passion, some energy,
Yo,
some
let's get the
footwork,
claps going.
some
Come on,
finger
guys.
work. Let's get some retweets. Let's
Some
fucking
finger
go.
work.
Yeah, on
Some
the
finger-
keyboards,
some
you little
fing-
weirdo.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Some finger works, baby.
Why are you so
All right,
nutty, Hado?
What the fuck?
Yo,
Yo.
no, but I do like that from Tony as well. I did see those live stream. It's almost like a dev log, where you see a developer or like a marketing head kind of like play the game openly, and it's pretty funny that I saw the one that he just completely missed like 4 clips on that one person that was right in front of him.
Yeah, and seeing that in Hado's gameplay, right? It was fucking weird. Like this motherfucker, there was a one part where he clearly hit the headshot like 5 different times, and the guy just kept running. It was
Bro,
the
you want to talk
worst.
about glitches? You want to talk about glitches?
Every
Dude,
time
I
I
got
saw-
stuck.
Every time
I
I,
got
saw
stuck in
Hado,
a
yeah.
fence. I got stuck behind a fence. I caged myself like an animal. I got
Yeah, that
stuck
shit was
in a
funny.
railing. I got
Every
stuck
time I
in a
saw
wall.
Hado's stream, it was him getting stuck in some type of wall. It was funny as hell, dude.
Yo, what's good, Billy? What's good, Billy?
And
Yo,
see, this
let's
is the
go,
kind of
Billy's
things
in
that
the chat.
these are the kind of things that I can appreciate from games, right? Where I know, like, so for instance, Cyberpunk 2077 had so many fun glitches when I played it. Like, there was one part where it was like a cutscene, and the guys was like walking around with no heads, like they were just like T-posing and shit. It was really awkward and weird. That kind of shit is sort of similar to what's going on with Shrapnel, where the glitches break your game experience, but they're funny enough to keep you entertained. And that's what happened. It's just tons and tons of glitches. When you kill people, ass jiggling and go crazy. Like it's crazy when people like ass jiggle in the game. There's a lot of stuff going on in Travel, and there's a lot of work to be done.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, Missy, talk to us about this, bro. What is this?
This is a
looking
quick.
hot.
This is a very quick. Preview of what is a rough inspiration for the cover art for OG Mag this month. This isn't obviously the final product in any way, but it will look somewhat similar to this. So
It's like she got 2 different shoes on.
yeah. We actually did that because I never match my socks. I have a weird theory about matching my socks. So a lot of the times when I create characters, I always give them mismatched shoes. So
Really? That's interesting.
yeah, I like mismatched shoes, even if it's like slightly different colors. Like whenever we're working on shoes, they'll never be the same. There's always
Mm.
going to be like something different. So I wanted to drop that, but yeah, this is obviously not the final version. And then I wanted to drop the cartridge art that we did for Boss Battle.
Yeah.
And this is
Ooh.
this is your guys' first time seeing it too. So both of
Yes,
these
sir.
actually.
Yeah, that would be
So
awesome. Let's see.
we got champions coming
Ooh.
on.
Oh
Um,
shit.
yeah, baby. So
Damn, this is looking like an N64 game right here, bro. Like what the fuck?
yeah. So we created a coliseum because obviously you're fighting in the arena and champions. Um, we got the boss battle logo in the bottom left. Content rated by Catalyst.
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
think we made it
sir.
a lot easier to read this week. And yeah, episode 16, we're gonna have Payne on. He's gonna be talking about champions. We did the little bottom cartridge in gold this week to match like their brand and their aesthetic and their logo. And honestly, I love working on these with Damien, man. It really takes us back to our childhood. So it's been a fun experience.
Yeah, these are coming out sick, dude. I love it, bro. And I love I love that you guys added the lines to the little
Yep.
bottom square,
Yes,
because
sir.
that makes it look like really sick.
Yeah, we took all the feedback from the first week because we were really just fucking around and finding out. Like this isn't even a traditional game cartridge. It's like a floppy disk meets like
Yeah, it looks
a
like a floppy disk.
N64 cartridge
It's
with
a
a little
catalyst cartridge,
inspiration.
bro.
That was the idea, right? It was like I took some inspiration from the Yeezus album because I really love in that album how he took like the CD cover and he put like the orange tape, right? And it was like very simple, but it looked really cool. So what we did was we made our version of the orange tape is like the gold piece. It just kind of sets it off, and this is what a gaming cartridge looks like in the Catalyst universe.
Mm-hmm.
Let's fucking go, yo. Let us know in the chat if you would cop a catalyst console if we were to make one. That would be freaking
You already
crazy.
know, baby. That would
That
actually
would
be
be
really
crazy.
sick. How do we do that? Let's find out. We should
Dude, I have
find
no
out.
idea. Let's
Let's
start looking
fucking
into
figure it out.
that. Yo, all right. As we're getting ready to close this out, guys, let's get into the game of the week. I'm gonna start this time around with Hado. Hado, what's been your game of the week, bro? Please do not say Illumia again. This will be like the third week in a row.
No, it's actually Valorant.
Oh,
I'm not gonna
okay.
lie to
Let's
you.
go. Let's go.
Valorant has given me everything this week. It's given me joy. It's given me anger. It's given me everything. It's given me the 5 stages, honestly.
Maybe I'll give it maybe I'll give Valorant a shot again.
Balance giving me love too. So, it's a good game.
It's giving you love. How they giving you love? Like what kind of love? I know you be having some ooh people in that community. Is that the kind of love you get?
Some ooh?
Some ooh people, ooh.
Oh no! Fuck those people. Fuck ooh people. But,
Okay.
No. Like, I don't know what it is, but I know what it is. I've been playing with lower elo people, and I feel good about myself because I have better accuracy than them. So like every game, I'm getting like almost 30 kills. And then I went to ranked one game, and I just got shit on. So we're gonna stay with the unrated for now.
Kobe's asking you if you're looking for a duo.
I found one. I'm good.
Oh damn, Kobe.
Oh, okay. You found one.
Damn,
What's that
bro.
mean? Like
Yeah.
in the gamer sense, or is there a
Can't
lucky
comment on
lady in
that.
Hado's
That's
life?
that's
Man.
classified.
Hado's gonna have
Oh.
Hado's gonna have a
Oh.
Mrs. Hado in fucking Valorant, bro. It's gonna be Mrs. and
Mrs.
Mr.
Hado.
Hado.
This motherfucker out here blushing. Look at him. Look at him.
Yeah, bro. Oh shit.
Yo! I'm gonna get you, Izzy. Next person.
Is this why you were late today?
No,
Oh, okay.
I was late because I was asleep.
Oh.
I was late because I was passed the fuck out.
Oh, okay. But then is that why you were passed out,
Damn.
bro? I'm gonna keep going. bro.
All right,
No,
all
it's
right.
not
All
why.
right, Missy. Tell us
this,
your
okay?
game of the week.
All right, first and foremost, I need to shout out my guy Damien for working on the art that I previewed earlier in this episode. Collaborating with my brother is fucking amazing. I enjoy every second of it.
Hell yeah,
as far
bro.
as game of the week, my guy, I have to say, Chronos World. Even though I didn't fucking play it, I've spent a lot of time researching that game since we talked to them. And then the 2 games I did play this week were Illumia, of course, and Synergy Land. And
Yes,
and
sir.
then
Yes,
of course
sir.
AI Arena. So I've been playing a lot of games this week, but I would say after talking to Chronos World on Boss Battle, even though I didn't get to play it yet, I've done a lot of research on their game. I'm really interested in like a Smash Bros type of platformer kind of game. I miss that shit. I miss it a lot. So for me, that was the game of
Can't
the
wait to play
week
that.
based on the where I spent the most time this week as far as research and shit. So
Yeah, bro, I'm super, super hyped for Kronos World, bro. I cannot wait for all of us to jump in there. That's just gonna be a blast when all four of us can be freaking playing in there, and with the rest of the guild and the rest of the community too. You know, that's gonna be a lot of fun. So super hyped for that because I have gotten to play that game. So I'm just really hyped for you guys to try it out. But for me, the game of the week was Synergy Land as well. I've actually didn't get to do much gaming this week because I've been sick as a dog. So just kind of getting better and focusing on that. But I did get to play Synergy Land for the time that I was playing, and I had a lot of fun, dude. I started planting all my carrots, build out my sawmill station, all that type of stuff. So I was having a lot of fun in there. Um, what are you so
You were
shocked
having
about?
fun farming?
Listen, bro, listen. Synergy Land is different, all
You're
right?
you just had a birthday, right? Too. You're getting old. He's getting old. Let's go.
Yo, that's right. Yeah. It's the age thing. Once you turn a certain age, you start finding farming games really fun. Bro,
bro,
dude,
what
listen.
the fuck panel am I on right now? What is this?
I never thought I'd see the day.
I'm clearly too
I
young
never
for this conversation.
Yeah, you're
Bro.
way too
Hey,
young still, bro.
you'll be there in a couple
You'll
of
be
years.
there
Calm
soon.
down.
You'll be there soon.
Oh
You'll be there
God,
soon.
no.
He's gonna be like,
No, listen,
yeah.
but
So this
definitely
week I was
Synergy.
farming Synergy Land,
So
bro. It was
guys, I
fun.
started farming this week. Oh
Yeah,
shit!
I
Welcome to
pulled
the
out my
club.
hoe and I plowed the land. All right.
No, but yeah, man, I had a lot of fun with Synergy Land. Aside from that, I just finished playing Society, and that was a lot of fun. It reminds me a lot of like Destiny mixed with Monster Hunter. So a lot of fun, man.
Ooh.
I liked it a lot. Definitely, you guys got to jump in there and play with me because I think you guys are gonna like it too. But yeah, man, that was my games of the week. Man, this has been a fucking awesome episode, man. Thank you so much to everyone in the chat that was here with us, commenting, hanging out,
Yeah.
listening to us live. Missy, any final thoughts before we head out?
I saw somebody say they love farming. Jackie, you love farm? Yeah, you do love farming. You're fucking weird, bro.
Hey,
Hey,
farming
Mizzy, you like
aside.
it too? Everybody farms on Twitter, bro.
Yeah,
Oh, straight
whatever,
up.
whatever. Um, you know, Kobe, are you that old, bro? Are you that old? Do you like farming,
He's the
Kobe?
oldest here.
Yeah, but he ain't old.
Yeah.
Okay, old don't
Yeah.
matter. It's how old are you in spirit. Kobe ain't old, bro. What
Nah,
do you
bro.
mean?
Nah, bro.
Calling
The
my
age
guy
matter.
old?
The age
Kobe got
matters.
Kobe got that dog in him, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. He got that dog in him. I ain't see Kobe farming. I don't know. I guess we'll find out later. But yeah, it's been a fun episode, guys. It was good to just kick it this week. Shoot the shit. Who's our guest for next week?
I believe it's Meiji. I
Oh,
could
so
be
we're gonna
wrong,
have
but
Senjutsu on the fucking. We're gonna
let
have
me
the
take a
Senjutsu
look. Let
on
me
the
take a
fucking
look.
podcast. Let's
Let me
go.
make sure real quick.
I'll have
Yes.
to impersonate him live.
Actually, no. It's not. It's not. It's
Who is
Mike.
it?
It's
It's
Mike from
Mike.
Paladin.
Oh
Let's
shit.
fucking go. Yeah.
Oh
Another
shit.
legend.
Does
He's
he even
coming
know?
on the show. I'm pretty
That's
sure he
like
does.
because that's like 1 a.m. for him. That's like 1 a.m. for him. So I don't even
Well,
know
listen,
if he
I,
knows.
I think we scheduled this when he was in the US and then he went back. So we may have
Yeah.
to discuss that one.
We
But
have to
hey,
clarify that shit.
you guys heard us here, man. It's going to be Mike. So just expect it for next week.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to let him know that he's gonna be on the show next week. Be
All
like,
right,
hey,
man.
fool, you ready to be up at 1 a.m.?
All right, everyone. We'll catch you guys next week
Hey!
on Sunday. We'll be here live. What's up,
Hey!
man? No, we don't get your costing toss, bro. Too bad.
Yeah,
You don't get
let's-
shit.
What's your
I'm a
closing
fucking
thoughts, Hago?
punching
Let's
bag,
let's
man.
get your closing thoughts since you're a man of love now.
I'm
You
sad
get to do the
football's
outro.
over.
Since you have a
No,
duo.
closing thoughts. Moonfrost says to upgrade your hoe, so I did.
What?
Look at him all misty eyed and shit. Look at him.
Can
Now
you
that we got
stop?
Hado with a duo,
Let me
look at
alone.
him.
Let
This
me
motherfucker
cook.
got
Let me
that
cook.
little twinkle in his eye and shit.
Let me say a serious message. Okay, this is a serious message. Right?
Yeah,
Listen,
okay. Uh-huh.
Web3 Gaming Studios. Please don't charge people too early for your games because you're gonna get some backlash if your shit don't work. This is plain and simple. Make a good game. Make sure you QA test it. Maybe hire me to QA test it. And make a product that works. And when you come to market, make sure it's ready for market because the more hands you have on your game, the more people are gonna try and break your shit. And I broke the fuck out of Shrapnel. So yeah, fix the games. Make them ready.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That sounded a little kinky. What do you mean you broke Shrapnel?
I broke it.
You've been spending
I
too
kept
much time
getting
with your
stuck.
duo, man. You've been having issues.
Oh my god, everything's about the duo now.
What are your
They just want to bully me.
What are your
about
closing
everything, bro.
thoughts, Clouds? You made it this whole episode, bro.
Man, I'm
There's-
just
Yeah.
glad. I'm just glad my boys didn't give up on me, man. I just want to say thank you to everyone that was here listening. I don't really have any closing thoughts for this week. I think the boys did everything today pretty much. I'm just here surviving, man. Hopefully I'll be better next week, guys, and I'll be back to my handsome self. But yeah, man, we'll
Oh
catch
yeah,
you
that's
guys
right.
next.
Don't we have to do the giveaway?
Oh shit, that's right. Yo, thank you for that, bro.
Yo, we're on
That's
some
fucking-
silly shit this week.
Dude, you know what? I'm sick. I'm allowed to be on some silly shit. So
Yeah,
Give me
man,
a
you're
second.
you're
Godfather over
officially
here.
you're officially at my and Hoddle's level of debauchery. Oh
let's do
man,
this giveaway real
You do
quick.
this on the day of my daughter's wedding.
so Hoddle, what are you doing? What are you watching? Oh shit! I actually watched Solo Leveling. Yo, have you guys watched that yet?
Oh yeah, bro. I finished it already. I binge
not.
watched it. It's
Oh, my
alright, bro.
God.
I don't know why people are so hyped about it.
I thought it
I've
was
seen
great. I
I
love
mean, I think
MMOs,
it's alright. It's
so I was
alright.
excited.
If you like
Honestly,
MMOs,
haven't-
watch Overlord. That's a way better anime for that.
Oh, I gotta check that out. I haven't watched it.
And
Overlord.
that shit has way more seasons than.
There's an
Leveling up or
anime
whatever.
that there's
Solo
an anime
leveling.
about like esports in China. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like
Esports
based
in
off
China.
of an MMO. Yeah,
Cool.
it's
I
like
was-
it reminds me of like League of Legends esports, but it's like based off of an MMO game where they all like compete and stuff. I can't remember the name of it, but they made an anime, but they also made a live action version of it as well. King's Avatar. Yes,
There you go, yeah.
that's it. That's the last show.
I
that
did. I
watched
have heard of
anyway.
King's Avatar. That makes a lot of sense.
That's a good
Yeah.
show.
Speaking of live action, Damien watched the Yu Yu Hakusho live action, and he said that show.
Oh
was ass.
yeah. It was ass.
He said it was ass. Yeah, he said that they changed too much of
Oh.
the story.
Should I start an astronaut division for videos? Like
Yeah, we
movies and
should
stuff?
we should do an anime edition. I'll hop in there.
I can see the wheel picker in your glasses.
Oh yeah. The two winners are Kobe and Jackie. Let's fucking
Let's go.
Let's go. All right, we'll get your guys' wallet. We actually got to send that into the Synergy Land team. And also, thank you so much to the Synergy Land for sponsoring this episode of the podcast, man. We love them and definitely go check them out. And their landing coming up in February 22nd. But yeah, we'll see you guys next Sunday here live on X. And until then, we'll see you guys later. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.